My apartment has been charging my dead roommate rent for 8 months. Today I found out where the money is coming from. My roommate Jake died in a motorcycle accident 8 months ago. Terrible tragedy, but I figured I'd have to find a new roommate or move out since I couldn't afford the full rent alone. That's when I got the weirdest call from our landlord. "Don't worry about Jake's half," Mr. Peterson said. "His rent's still being paid automatically every month. Bank transfer, right on time." I thought maybe his parents were handling his affairs, keeping up payments until the lease expired. But when I called Jake's mom to thank her, she had no idea what I was talking about. "Honey, we closed all his accounts months ago. There's no way he's still paying rent." She seemed genuinely confused and a little disturbed by the question. I asked Mr. Peterson for bank detail. The transfers were coming from Jake's checking account, the same account his mother swore was closed. When I called the bank, they confirmed the account was active and had been making regular payments. "Would you like to speak with the account holder?" the representative asked. "The account holder is dead," I said. "Sir, Jake Williams was just in here yesterday making a deposit." I drove to the bank immediately. The security footage from yesterday showed Jake, clear as day, walking up to the teller and depositing cash. Same black leather jacket, same messy hair, same scar on his chin from when we crashed our bikes as kids. But Jake had been cremated 6 months ago. That night I decided to stake out our apartment. At exactly 11:47 p.m. I heard keys jingling outside our front door. The door opened and Jake walked in like he'd just gotten home from work. He hung up his jacket, grabbed a beer from the fridge, and sat down on the couch. I watched him for 2 hours. He paid bills on his laptop, watched Netflix, even did laundry. Just normal roommate stuff. When I tried to approach him, he looked right through me like I wasn't there. At 2:30 a.m. he grabbed a stack of cash from his dresser, cash I'd never seen before, and left the apartment. I followed him to a 24-hour ATM, where he deposited exactly $847. Our monthly rent split in half. The next morning I found a note on the kitchen counter in Jake's handwriting. "Sorry I've been so quiet lately. Work's been crazy. Thanks for covering utilities." I started checking his room while he was gone during the day. His bed was slept in. His clothes were dirty and in the hamper. There were fresh groceries in the fridge with his name on them. But according to every official record, Jake Williams died 8 months ago. Yesterday, I decided to confront him directly. I waited in the living room until he came home at 11:47 p.m. When he walked in, I said, "Jake, we need to talk." He froze, looked directly at me for the first time in months, and smiled. "Oh good, you can finally see me. I was wondering when that would happen. Jake, you're dead. I went to your funeral." "Yeah, that was inconvenient," he said, sitting down across from me. "But the lease isn't up for 4 more months, and I hate leaving people hanging. Besides, where else am I supposed to go?" I asked him about the money, the job, how any of this was possible. Dead people still have responsibilities, man. The afterlife isn't just harps and clouds. I work the night shift at Peterson Industries now. Same company, different department. The pay's actually better. Peterson Industries, our landlord, Mr. Peterson. Jake nodded. He runs a very specialized employment agency, helps people like me transition. As long as we keep up with our earthly obligations, we get to stay in familiar places. That's when I realized why Mr. Peterson wasn't surprised about the rent payments. He's been collecting rent from dead tenants for years. "How many dead people live in this building?" I asked. Jake thought for a moment. "Most of us, actually. Mrs. Chen in 3B died 2 years ago. The Martinez family in 2A died in that car crash last winter. We all just keep going to work, paying rent, living our lives." I looked around our apartment with new eyes. The strange noises at night, the food disappearing, the utilities that somehow paid themselves. "What happens when the lease is up?" I asked. Jake's smile faded. "That's when Mr. Peterson decides if we've been good enough tenants to stay, or if it's time to move on to whatever comes next. This morning, I got a letter slipped under my door. It was from Mr. Peterson, congratulating me on being selected for a special employment opportunity after my upcoming transition. I called in sick to work today. I think I know what kind of accident is coming for me next.